Thank you. You all may be seated. Miss Vanderbilt,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my son, he's 6 years old, and Damien, I'm actually bringing him to court because he hasn't paid child support in the last 3 years.
Okay.
And our son is 6, like I was saying.
Okay. Is that it? Does the child live with you?
He lives with me, and so I haven't had any kind of help. And whenever I call him to come get his son, he says he's going to come, but he doesn't show up. And so I'm here to get money for him to help take care of our son.
Okay, where is this Damien?
No.
No, ma'am.
Who are you?
I'm his wife.
Okay, that's great. But why are you here?
Because he's out there building the bridge of Gibraltar. He's an engineer.
Right, but this is his child, right?
Yes.
So this has nothing to do with you. So I'm confused as to why you're present today.
Oh, just to handle the current situation.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be cute. You're going to help him just right. All
Yeah.
right. So he's building what now?
The bridge of Gibraltar over in Italy.
Oh. How much is he making for building this bridge?
I think easily like 80,000 just for that.
80,000 just for that?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very important.
Oh, very important, right. Okay, according to what you submitted on his behalf, he makes about $104,000.
That sounds about right.
It sounds about right? Mm-hmm.
Can't
That's
pay
a
for
nice
his
ring you
child.
have on.
Oh, thank you.
Is that new? He just bought that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Interesting. Okay. Anything, do you all have any kids or anything?
Yes, we have 2 kids together.
2 kids, okay.
Cheated on me with her.
Excuse me?
I was saying he cheated on me with
Are
her.
you mad? Are you little mad or big mad?
I think I'm big mad.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well,
because
you know what? You're going to have to get over it because this is not a therapy court, okay?
Right. Okay.
You're going to have to get over it. And I don't need you taunting her, okay?
Right.
That's not cute. Ma'am, all this attitude, you know, you guys really need to try to be friends and get along. Well, you don't necessarily have to be friends. You should try to get along, considering that this is your child with her husband, and that is your stepchild.
I guess so.
You guess. No, that's what it is. So you two need to start trying to get along, and you need to get over yourself and stop being so mad.
Okay.
So, based on what he makes that you provided to the court, he's going to be paying child support. Did you know that by you showing up today and telling me how much he makes that he would have to pay?
That doesn't make any sense. How like, why? Like, he's already paying for me and my kids.
Oh.
And she should have been a better wife.
Oh.
I mean, I was
Excuse
giving
me?
him what she
How do you
couldn't.
know what type of wife that she was? Were you in their house? Yes or no?
No, well,
You were not
yeah,
in
yes, she was,
but-
but I wasn't there
What, you know,
in my
you know
bed
what?
and stuff.
The fact that
Nasty.
you think that is even funny is not attractive at all. So, ma'am, he was served to be here today. He failed to show up. And unfortunately, he's going to have to be in default, which means that I can honor her request to make him pay child support. Please, don't look confused.
All right, pause right there, because this is where things take a serious legal turn. The husband didn't show up to court, and instead his wife came in to speak for him. Sounds helpful, right? Not in the eyes of the law. When someone is officially summoned to court and they don't appear, the judge can declare default. That's basically the legal version of saying, you didn't show up to defend yourself, so the court can rule without you. Now here's the wild twist. The wife just handed the court all his financial documents, including his salary. That means the judge now has everything needed to calculate child support. Sometimes trying to help actually makes things worse. Would you have stepped into court for your spouse like this or stayed out of it?
It kills me when you come on here and you show up for him. This has obviously nothing to do with you, but you want to show up in his place and then look confused when he's ordered to pay child support based on what you submitted to the court. So, based on that $104,000, I have his gross at $8,666.67, net of $6,525.63. Who pays health insurance for
I
the child?
do.
How much do you pay?
For both of us, $300.
No, ma'am.
For him, $150.
Yes, for him only $150.
Yes,
He's
ma'am.
also going to be responsible for reimbursing that too. Make sure you relay that message to him when he finished building this so important bridge, okay? Okay, I have child support with the real confused. What
But-
is it?
No, okay, so anytime she asks for money, he sends it. And I've seen him do it. And anytime he calls to come see his child with her, he's willing to go. But anytime he calls, she never picks up. He's like, where is he? Never hear from her. Like, he really does try.
That's the problem.
And
I
I
should
mean,
have to call him.
Excuse me. You will not do that. You will not address her. You will address me.
Yes, ma'am.
So anything that he has given her directly is considered a gift. He doesn't get credit for that.
He needs to.
Well, he needed to be here as well, didn't he? But he thought the bridge building was more important.
Well, yeah, he has to support me and my family as well.
Right, but his son is also his family as well. So you might want to learn how to blend a family, okay?
Oh, I know how to blend.
Oh, you know what? Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you all are dismissed. Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay. Miss Ghost, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. We're not together anymore. We were married for 2 years. We divorced because I like women. And so I want to put him on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl. So that's basically it.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old,
Yes, ma'am.
and you want him to pay child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, seems pretty straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support, but she did leave me for somebody else. She cheated on me throughout our relationship and things like that.
That's another court that has nothing to do with me. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. I only make $16 an hour, ma'am, as a warehouse supervisor, so it's really hard to make the ends meet. So I don't know how much I can give. It's expensive to live where we live.
Well, according to the documents you provided, you made $18 an hour, not $16.
Oh.
Oh. So
He's
you
also
don't
a
know how
liar,
much you
Your
made?
Honor.
No, ma'am. I was mistaken. I apologize.
Oh, okay. But you get a check every month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all made the perfect couple. You're the liar, she's the cheater.
Well, that's semantics right there. That's the particulars. He lied. I didn't cheat on him.
Okay, well, we already established that he lies. I mean,
Oh, yeah, see, I told you he was a liar.
well, I mean, you didn't even have to tell me that. He
You
told
knew
me.
that, right?
I don't know how you do
So,
it every
you know,
single time.
What are you?
You know, what I don't need you all to do is address each other. You all
Yes,
will
ma'am.
address me. There's obviously a reason that you're no longer married. Okay?
Because he's a cheater.
No, because you guys were the perfect storm is why you guys are not married anymore. Now, in terms of healthcare, who pays it for this child?
He pays it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, she's
She's on his Medicaid.
Okay, so wait a minute. The child lives with you,
Yes, ma'am.
and the child is on Medicaid.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you paying Medicaid yet, or you haven't started paying them?
Yes, ma'am. I am paying for the child's health care right now.
Okay, so you guys understand that Medicaid is not health insurance, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is health. It's not health insurance per se in terms of a private carrier, but for the child, that particular service is through the state of Texas. So that money does have to be repaid to the.
Okay, this is a moment a lot of people misunderstand. So listen closely. The child in this case is on Medicaid, which is government-funded health care. But here's the catch. Medicaid isn't just free support with no strings attached. When a parent is legally responsible for a child, the state can require that parent to reimburse some of those costs. So even though the child is covered by Medicaid, the father may still be ordered to pay money that ultimately goes back to the state. The judge is about to break down exactly how that works under Texas child support guidelines. Quick question for you watching. Do you think $18 an hour is enough income to handle child support and reimbursement payments? Drop your thoughts below.
The state. You're not paying health insurance to her. You understand that, right? Or you didn't understand?
I
'Cause you're looking real
understand. I
confused.
understand that now, ma'am.
You understand it now? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you understand that Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state, and you're going to have to start paying child support at $18 an hour. You understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You looked real depressed just then. I mean, did I say something wrong?
No, ma'am. It's just I just know how much it's going to hurt, ma'am. That's all.
Know how much is what is going to hurt you.
The child support hit.
And you do understand that, Mom, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working?
I mean, I just don't work.
You don't want to work, but you think that he is solely responsible for taking care of your 1-year-old?
Well, she lives with me, so I take it.
I was talking, thanks. If she does live with you, yes, she does live with you, and he will be obligated to pay child support because of that. But you also need to be working too.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you going to come back in here next time with some proof of looking for a job?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will. And I'm currently pregnant again. So we might
Your
do
Honor,
for
that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question, but
I ain't touched her in like almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
Wouldn't
That
touch her
has
either.
nothing to do with this because a child that is not born is not a child within existence at this moment. So therefore, child support can be determined anyway.
We'll be
Now,
back, though.
You'll be back for
We'll be
that
back.
child. Okay, well, when you return, we will discuss
somebody
that
else.
child.
With you. We'll be back with you.
Well, sir, just make sure you know. I just want you to know that you do have the right to get a DNA test.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have a right to get a DNA test on that child that she's pregnant with, just to make sure if she does bring you back, that if it's not your child, you won't be placed on child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that?
But it's your child, so don't worry about that.
Ma'am, I don't need you addressing him, okay? And as of right now, we don't know whose child it is. When I say we, I'm speaking about the court. We don't know whose child it is because you're currently pregnant. He hasn't had an opportunity to do a DNA test, okay?
You get pregnant from another girl.
All right. Sir, I do not need that extra sidebar over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, based on $18 an hour, what is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Okay, you told the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you say from now on. So, $18 an hour at 60 hours per week. That brings your gross to about $2,160. Your net of $1,903.58. Now, in terms of health insurance, at another time, you do have the right to get some sort of health insurance plan for your child. However, for today, you're going to have to reimburse that money to Medicaid. So what I'll have to do is I'm going to take 9% of your gross, that $2,160 amount. 9% of that is $194.40. Now, if you are able to find some health insurance that's cheaper than that, that would be great. You have the right to do that. And when that does happen, you can come back to court and we can make the change, okay? But as of today, that's the number. Then you're going to pay, your child support obligation is $380.72. But Mom, sir, asked that you pay back pay since the day that the child was born. You know what that means, right?
No, ma'am.
So pretty much that $380 amount, you're going to be responsible for paying that for the past 12 months. Yeah. You're looking real confused right now.
Not confused, concerned, ma'am. That's all.
Well, okay, so up until this point, you have not been giving her any type of financial support for your child. Isn't that correct? It's a yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you all have any further questions or anything? Any concerns you want to bring to the attention of the court?
No, ma'am.
Anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
This is case number JVB 1011, Berkeley versus Alberts.
Thank you. Okay, you all may be seated. Okay. Miss or Mrs.? Miss Berkeley, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Your Honor, I'm here to get custody of my grandchild and also to make my soon-to-be ex-son-in-law.
This situation is emotionally heavy, but legally it's actually pretty straightforward. The grandmother believes she should continue receiving child support after her daughter passed away. On the surface, that might seem reasonable. She helped care for the child during the illness. But legally, child support isn't just about who helped. It's about who has legal custody and parental rights. Since the father is still alive and the child is living with him, the law sees him as the primary parent responsible for raising the child, not someone who should be paying support to another adult. This is where family expectations and legal reality collide. If you were the judge here, would you side with the grandmother who helped raise the child, or the father who is the legal parent?
To pay the child support. My daughter was diagnosed with lymphoma, and Your Honor, it was a long and difficult process, as you can imagine, and he wasn't up for it, and he left. And so I went and helped my daughter and helped my granddaughter through this process. And they had been legally separated. He was paying child support, but when my daughter did pass away, I checked into the account. I had access to her financial business, and I checked the account, and he was not putting the payment in there. So I am looking for the back payments that are due, and I am looking to get custody of my granddaughter.
Okay, so let me just make sure I'm clear. Your daughter is deceased now.
Yes, ma'am.
And my condolences.
Thank you.
You're pretty much trying to step into the shoes of your daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I understand.
I think it would be far more appropriate for me to be raising the daughter than for him.
Okay, why do you believe it would be more appropriate?
He has a lifestyle that I don't necessarily think is best for raising children.
Okay, well, I guess I'll get that from him. Mr. Alberts?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's going on?
Some of those details are correct.
Which ones are not correct?
The fact that I bailed on my wife, our marriage was over a long time before that diagnosis, and we mutually agreed that I would pay child support, that I would support her financially, and I did until she died. And now there's no one to pay child support to, and I don't know why she's dragging me in here, trying to take my kids away from me, talking about my lifestyle, saying I didn't love my wife. Ask her, Your
What
Honor.
lifestyle is she talking about?
I don't know. Ask her, Your Honor. I really don't know.
What lifestyle?
Well, he spends a lot of times in bars.
Okay.
A lot of time in bars. He spends a lot of money on babysitting because he spends a lot of time in bars.
Okay. Going to the bar is legal.
True, but who's going to be there to help with homework? Who's going to be there to hear the sad story of how she was bullied in class that day? A babysitter? I don't think so.
So are you always at the bar and leaving the baby with a babysitter?
No, Your Honor. Anytime
How would she know that?
Maybe because I call every night to say goodnight to my granddaughter,
Okay.
and it's the babysitter that picks up the phone.
Okay. So you don't necessarily know whether he's there or not, right?
Well, why would there be a babysitter there if he's there?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, you don't necessarily know if he's present or not. You just know that the babysitter picks up, right?
Yes. Okay. Technically, yes.
Okay, well then technically you don't really know what he's doing unless you are actually at the bar with him or you have someone spying on him, which is completely wrong. But that really has nothing to do with why we're here today. His child support should have stopped because there is no one to pay the child support to. Your granddaughter lived with your daughter, right? At
Yes.
the time of her death. Right. So you can't step into the shoes of your daughter. The only other living parent is dad.
True, but Dad was not around for the last 2 years. I was.
Right. But the child now has been living with dad since your daughter passed away, right?
Yes.
And when did your daughter pass away?
About a year ago.
Yeah. Your rights are not superior over his in this particular case. There wouldn't be. There's no reason why he should be paying child support to you. You had access to the account that the money was going into because of your daughter. But now that she's deceased, there's no one to pay the child support to. So he should not be paying child support anymore. So he did the right thing. You just may not agree with it, but
I do not agree with it, Your Honor.
why do you need the money?
I don't need the money. I need to make sure that my granddaughter is getting everything that she deserves.
But how would you know that if she lives with him? Now, if she lived with you, that would be valid. But if she lives with him, you can't necessarily speculate and say what he is or he isn't doing.
Well, I know what my granddaughter tells me.
Well, we're not going to go into that because children aren't very honest all the time. And how old is this child?
6.
Yeah, they have a very big imagination. So, I mean, I can't do anything about that. He should not be paying child support. And I'm assuming you cover the child on health insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, the only thing I can order, pretty much is that he maintains that child support. The medical support on the child. But other than that, and that's through your employer,
Yes.
that's all that he can be ordered to do. I'm not going to make him pay child support for a child that belongs to him and that lives in his house.
Fine.
Okay. Is there anything further from you?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from you?
What if the child wants to come live with me?
Well, she's 6 and you're not her parent. So she does not get to make that call. Now, dad starts doing something, like if it's actually proven that he's being neglectful and going to bars or anything like that, and the child ends up living with you, then yeah, but you're not the parent. So unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.